Laying on of hands, Day 2, Energies.
Continuando o nosso trabalho, Aprenda a Imposição de Mãos, nós vamos falar hoje pouco sobre energia.
Continuing, learn about laying on of hands. We're going to talk about energy, the energy that exists in the universe and also the one produced by humans.
Inicial é a energia imanente, aquela energia que
The initial energy is the immanent energy, the one that permeates the universe and is not codified by any intelligent consciousness.
Então, se você pegar, por exemplo, a energia das plantas,
For example, the energy of plants is free from any emotional coding. That is, the emotional processes did not affect the energetic composition.
O composto energético. Por isso que para nós é tão bom ficarmos perto de árvores.
That's why it feels so good to be near a tree, in the nature, waterfalls, or where there's a lot of wind.
Esse tipo de energia é uma energia inicial.
This is an initial energy. Immanent energy hasn't been codified by anybody. This energy is what we should receive through our chakras for our vitalization and happiness, so that we can have good quality material in our body. But actually, what happens is that when you live in big cities, where there are a lot of people, the exteriorized energies by people end up contaminating. Not a good term, but contaminating the environment, leaving these people's emotional processes in the air, like an energetic cloud. So, imagine yourself on the subway. It's not very easy to be on the subway and find only happy people, who are singing, joyful, and unconcerned. They are loaded with their worries. There's someone late, another who's looking for a job, another is upset about something that happened. This all generates uncompensated energies, in which we are immersed. That's why when some people are in the middle of crowds, euphoric or not, and these crowds have a certain energetic composition, we don't feel very well. So if you go somewhere, for example a psychiatric hospital, nobody has to be euphoric, but people emit and exteriorize pathological energies. Those energies are dysfunctional, disorganized, denser, heavier. The result is that we end up suffering immersed in these energies. On the other hand, if you go somewhere with a subtle energy, which wasn't encoded by emotions. When I say emotions, I mean everything. It can be anger, jealousy, envy, euphoria. Euphoria is the same as anger. That's good for you to know. If you are in a stadium and everybody is shouting, jumping, and screaming, the energy emitted by these people is the same as what you will have in a moment of anger, rage, or even in a sexual relationship. These are energies produced in the lowest frequencies of our chakras. You may think it's different, because you feel better. When we are in a place of celebration, we feel euphoric, not better. It's the same euphoria you have when you do drugs. You don't feel better. You simply speed up your chakras, and this is not a healthy condition. It's in fact a condition of instability. It's a back and forth. Being healthy and happy is having continuity of our energetic linearity. This is healthy, but for that, we need to be. It's not a matter of controlling, or simply learning a technique. It doesn't work like that. Energy is a very important process. It is everywhere, whether we believe it or not. There is no empty place. There will always be energy. The universes and everything that exists have an energetic composition. And we are immersed in these energies. What we think and what we are can make this energy better or worse. You capture this energy through the chakras all the time. You can't decide when you want to capture energy, you are receiving it all the time. If you are somewhere with pure and immanent energies, you will feel very well, happy, and energized. I will explain to you what is feeling energized. Dense energies have a much slower movement within us. That's why when you feel bad or sick, it's because the energy circulation is not working. If you go somewhere with a lot of immanent energy, like under a tree, in a very nice and quiet place, because people produce emotional energies, and you say, wow, I am renovated. Of course you are. You have just consumed much more subtle energy. It circulates much faster in your energetic apparatus and then you feel you are revitalized. So, knowing and learning about energy is very important. Denser energies are the ones produced in the lowest chakras, and more subtle energies are those produced in the highest chakras. The lowest are the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root chakra. Also the liver chakra. Dense energies circulate there. The medium energy, neither emotional nor more subtle, is the one in the lowest frequencies of the heart chakra. These frequencies exist because every chakra is connected to the previous and the next one. For you to connect to a previous emotional chakra, you need to have equal frequencies. The result is, when you feel palpitation or your heart speeds up because of an emotion, it's because the emotional chakras contaminated the lowest part of the heart chakra. The frequencies of the upper part of the heart chakra are stable. They are connected to the next, the throat chakra. It's important to know this because we need to work with the best energies. But we should never undervalue any energy generated by any chakra, because they are all working all the time, with greater or lesser intensity. You can even know a person's evolution level by knowing in which chakra they are working most of the time. That is, with their emotions, feelings, and individual productions. This is important to know, but this is not the right moment. This would be the spiritual evolution of the individual. It's not the right moment. Now I'm just talking about energies, and how they are captured by our chakras and exteriorized to the environment. Well, this is something important for us to know because we can't make up stories about it. All people, there's nobody on the planet who doesn't do it. You receive energy, one part stays with you and the other you exteriorize. The part that stays with you is the one that makes you work. It's your fuel. The part you exteriorize to the environment is the excess. You are constantly receiving and also exteriorizing energy, besides using some of this energy too. So, think about it. For every thought you have, you are sending out. Depending on the thought, a mental energy. For example, if you are imagining things, you are working with the energies of the third eye chakra. If you are very emotional, you work with the emotional chakras, and then you will be producing emotional energies. It's like when some people say, wow, I got so emotional. It was such a happy moment. It gives the impression we are doing something fantastic, but it's not. Why is it not fantastic? The moment you become emotional, you work with the lowest chakras, you produce lots of dense energies, which are unhealthy. Maybe you think if it's necessary to always keep your energies high. Look, keeping the energy high seems to require a great effort. You just have to be. Then it's not a big effort to produce the best energies. The best energies are produced when we are enlightened. This situation makes our life be linear in terms of response to the environment. Stimuli from the environment can become emotional responses or just responses at the level of the feeling chakra, which is very different and so much more real. So, let's learn more about energy. For you to learn more about it, you can have some experiments. Begin by having experiments with plants. For example, place your hands near them and try to feel what happens. This is good. You will try to feel. It's good to take notes of any energy variation you feel. Place your hands on the ground and try to feel the energy from the earth. This is also another nice experience. A great experiment is putting your hand in cold water. Feel it. You will say, but the water is freezing. You have to believe that everything is energy, and water, no matter how it is energy as well. Put your hands in cold water, then get some warm water and put your hands into it. Feel it. If you are in a windy place, feel it and try to learn with the wind, feel the wind. Look, there's something we don't pay attention. Our chakras work with types of energy. Root chakra. What kind of energy does it work with? It works with solid and pasty energies. It works with energies like the wind. Any energy that touches your body is identified by your root chakra. So these are the energies your root chakra deals with. Water is liquid energy, but it can deal with this energy, it responds to it. This response will be better defined according to the competence of this chakra. If you take the crown chakra, it makes a very different reading comparing to our root chakra. If you, for example, touch with the water, the same water you use in your hands to feel the root chakra, throw a little bit of this water over your head and try to feel it. Perhaps you will notice the distance in the perception of each chakra. You may use your hands, but you can use your foot or any part of the body. When I talk about the crown chakra, it is exactly the opposite of the root chakra, where the perceptions are different. If you do something with the chakras close to the root chakra, you will not be able to notice or see the distance. So, root and crown chakras, you will have a different perception. You can also notice this when the wind touches your face. Feel the wind on your face and then on your legs. See if there's a difference in perception. If you are very emotional, this difference almost does not appear. If you have the consciousness in the heart chakra, at the top or above, it becomes very clear. It's the same process that happens when someone is clairvoyant, when they can see more images and perceive more than the others. If you show someone a landscape, it'll be seen in many different ways. If a person is at a very advanced level, their perception of everything is much more detailed. It's like when you look at someone. That person is a compound with many items. Some will look and see nothing, but others, many details. So, we need to know our perception can be amplified and improved if we work most of the time our highest chakras.
Trabalharmos a maior parte do tempo os nossos chakras superiores. Essa é uma boa ideia. Nós vamos continuar a falar
That is a good idea.
energia, porque energia é a
We'll
base
keep
de
talking
tudo.
about energy because it's the basis of
Mas essa
everything.
energia que vai ser usada na imposição
We need
de
to
mãos,
understand more about this
vamos ter
energy used in
alguns
laying on of
entendimentos
hands.
que eu já comentei antes e vou voltar a falar.
I have already said some things,
Imagine que
but we'll
você está
repeat
muito
it again.
chateado e nervoso.
Imagine you are very upset and angry. It's not good to practice laying on of hands, because the energy you exteriorize doesn't have a very good pattern. Imagine you are happy and in good mood. The energy you exteriorize is much better. Take this into consideration. Other things affect our energies too. For example, if you have some alcoholic drinks, the energies you will exteriorize are etheric energies. If you smoke a lot, what energies will you throw to others? That's why we have to purify our body, not only from physical, chemical things, but also from our dysfunctional emotional processes, so that we stay in a state of stability to exteriorize very organized energies to whoever is the receptor. If you, for example, eat very heavy food, when you exteriorize energy, you'll use your sacral chakra at full speed. Your energy will be much more emotional. You may ask me why it's not good. Look, if we have a lot of knowledge, any energy is good. But if we don't have it, it's better to follow a simple rule. Dense energies are heavier, they are more concentrated, and don't circulate so well. The highest energies are much more subtle, lighter, and circulate very well. So, we must always try to exalt the most subtle energies through our thoughts. That's why the idea of praying before the practice of laying on of hands has the idea of stabilizing the energies a little. If you want to exteriorize the best energies, you need to be grateful. A sense of gratitude means being able to look at yourself and see all you have, all you receive, all the things around you, and everything you can build to make this world better. Be grateful for it all the time. Be grateful for your supporters, the energies, and all forces that exist. Then you'll be able to do a great work. Gratitude has a very big advantage. It opens all chakras, the energies circulate much more, and the supporters will realize that's the moment for them to help you do a high-quality assistance task. You then have your heart open for this. So, let's work and learn more about energy. I will talk about it again, about chakras, and also about the environments, so that we make a learning path of laying on of hands that's worth it. We'll meet again soon.
Que vai valer a pena. Então, a gente se encontra de novo.
Would you like to participate in a work of energy giving from afar that is benefiting thousands of people? Click on the link below for more information.